We're back for part 2 of Behind the Scenes SEMA 2023 with the Ring Brothers. Now we're going to be wet sanding, paint correcting, and detailing this 1961 Rolls Roce Silver Cloud 2 for the SEMA 2023. And this car is far from stock and super cool. It's October 11th. I am headed to the Ring Brothers. I've been home for less than 3 days. Just got back from our trip to California to Beverly Hills Ferrari and the Japanese Classic Car Show with Ty from Kodo Coatings. And I was supposed to do this job next week or the following week, but some plans changed and we need to get SEMA vehicles ready to get picked up by the 16th. So I am headed to Spring Green, Wisconsin to meet Dan Smith from Dan's Detailing, and we're gonna have some help with us through this week. So we've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to polish and ceramic coat the Mustang that we did about a month or two ago. We initially did a sand and cut on it. We left it for finish polishing and coating right before the show so it doesn't get scratched up. And then we have an awesome Rolls Royce build that is actually one of Dan's customers. So we need to do a full wet sand, cut and polish and ceramic coat on that. We got 3 days. Me and him, we've got Connor Harrison from CH Detailing coming in on Thursday to help out. And then we've got Matty from Gloss University coming in and helping out on Friday. Originally it was supposed to be me, Dan, and Matty for the week, but because of the switch up in dates, Matty's only able to come out for Friday. Called in the big guns, Connor, to help us whatever he could, which was Thursday, and I'm hoping that we can make it happen. The Rolls has some decent dieback and sand scratch swelling, so we're gonna probably have to cut some of the areas with 600 or 800 grit and move them all the way up. I'm gonna try to look over the car and avoid heavy sanding anything more aggressive than 1,000 grit wherever we can to save some time, because we're definitely gonna be limited, but the car has to look right too. It's going to SEMA for one. And then for two, it is Dan's customer. So Dan's gonna continue to see the car. It's gotta be done right. And we've got a lot of work on our hands. I have next to no sleep in me, but we're gonna make it happen like we always do, and let's go for the ride. We started the process off with Oberk cut and the Oberk Thundercut wool pad. We used it in a 3-inch for the front and a 5-inch for most of the other panels. We also utilized a knitted wool pad for some of the more precision work and to get into some of the tighter areas where the bulky tufted style wool would not fit. After we got all the rotary work completed, We jumped over to DA with a microfiber cutting pad and Ulberg sole. We pretty much did an intensive heavy correction process with this combination throughout the entire vehicle. We wanted to make sure that we got all of the rotary holograms and trails out, as well as any of the remaining random scratches and isolated defects that we might have missed during the cutting step. Surprisingly, the majority of the time that we spent on this car was looking at the paint because it's so hard to see the defects in the white, but we wanted to make sure it was perfect, so we had a bunch of different lights set up, different colors set up, and we were constantly evaluating the paint and checking each other's work. Back, day 2. We got Connor coming to help us out. Made some progress on this. We've got the, did some sanding in here. Kind of redid everything in here with 1000 grit up. Still needs to be polished and refined a little bit, but cleaned up a lot and looks a lot better and smoother, less distortion. Everything looks straighter. Worked on the doors, and we pretty much got to get the rest of the car sanded with either 3000 or 1500 and 3000, and then correct it all. It'd be good to have Connor helping to have an extra set of hands and polisher, but we got plenty to go. We stopped to kind of clean up, get a fresh working area, inspect the paint a little bit more, and did a test spot to determine what we needed to do to finish it all the way down. At this point, we decided to divide and conquer. We all chose the panels that we had been working on previously and decided to take them from their current state and get them all the way to show ready. And it was starting to look really, really good. All right, it's the end of day 2. We've got everything blocked out and sanded. Connor was a huge help to have an extra set of hands to make some progress. Some of the areas we had to reblock out with 800 up. A lot of the areas we just sanded with 3000 and 5000 to take out any of the shrinkage or dieback and just kind of clean everything up. And we've got a good portion of it rotary cut and kind of boxed in. Some of the panels are fully cut, not polished, but fully cut and ready for polish. So with Matty's help tomorrow, hopefully we can finish polishing everything, get it all ready, detailed, cleaned up, and ready for Dan to ceramic coat on Saturday.
after I am gone. We still have to give the Mustang a final once-over and get the underbody cleaned up because it's pretty dirty from its test drive or from the videos that they did. I'm not sure exactly what it is. We're looking pretty good. The cars look great. That's it for tonight. So we are out and ready for day 3 tomorrow.
As usual, Matty came in with a fresh set of eyes, and we had to double back and correct a few different areas and cut out some edge work. We went straight into doing some microfiber cutting as well as cleaning everything up with small foam pads in the areas that just needed to be refined a little bit more. After we finished everything up, we took all the masking tape off and then started to prepare the surfaces, wipe everything down, and get it ready for its ceramic coating in CQuartz Finest Reserve. I helped Dan wipe everything down with Car Pro Eraser, and then I jumped over to the Mustang and coated that while he started coating the Rolls. Make sure you stick around to the end, see some awesome pictures and a video walk around, including the engine bay of this awesome Rolls Royce.
That's a wrap, day 3, all finished coating. Got 2 quarts, CQuartz Finest Reserve on this hot dog. Get them extra nice. And put the G-Technic XO V5 top coat. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want to find out more about Oberk, check out oberkcarcare.com. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever at Oberk Car Care. And see you next time.